Hello, geeks. Abe here, and I'm here to review the 2019 film Joker, directed by Todd Phillips and starring the one and only Joaquin Phoenix. But I had some skepticism about this film before it was released because I wasn't a fan of Suicide Squad, not very much a fan of Justice League or Batman vs. Superman. You know what? For that instance, any of the DC movies that have really come out. I kind of liked Wonder Woman a little bit. Shazam was funny, but not serious enough for me. And Aquaman, really, I don't think it knew what it wanted to be. But not a bad movie, though. Overall, the new DCEU slate, I just have not been a fan of, personally. There's been some hits, there's been some misses, more misses than hits. But they bring it all to a beautiful screeching halt with the 2019 film Joker. And this film hits on so many marks. Now, if you walk in this film thinking you're going to just see a basic, MCU, Avengers Endgame comic book movie, then my friend, you are mistaken. This film is not for the weak-minded. This is not an easy film to watch. It is a very hard film to watch because it deals with things such as mental issues, mental health. It deals with the society that we live in basically today about not looking at someone else's perspective, or they bring their world into destruction with them. This is not a funny movie. There are funny moments, I guess, if you think. Well, and if you think other parts are funny, then my friend, you might want to see somebody about that. But this is not an easy film to watch. But I enjoyed the layers. You really see the beginning of this man, Arthur Fleck, taking care of his mother, just trying to be a good person, doing the best he can with the issues that he has. The world just pounds and pounds and grinds and pounds and beats him to a pulp. And you know what? One day he just snaps under the pressure, my friends. When you watch this film, you really feel empathetic for the main character. You're not supposed to feel good about a guy named Joker, who we all know is one of Batman's greatest villains. My friend, in this movie, you find yourself rooting for the bad guy. There's one part of the story that I particularly did not enjoy. It was about halfway through. I won't tell you what it is. Maybe we can talk about it after you all watch it and we can geek out about it. But I gotta tell you, that part that I did not like, they fixed it towards the end and cleaned it all up. So no complaints there. I think this movie is one of the best movies I've seen all year. I wouldn't compare it to something like Endgame because they're different tones, not the same type of movie. This movie was like an Oscar film wrapped up in a superhero movie. Just happened to have a character named Joker in it. But this movie has Oscar all over it. If it's not nominated for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, any kind of awards, I might stop watching the Oscars, my friends. And I am one of the Oscars' biggest fans of all time. This might do it if they don't finally acknowledge a comic book property, this comic book property, as possibly the best film of the year. I thoroughly encourage you to watch Joker. It's a very slow-paced film, but it's just like Shrek. You see the layers being peeled back and peeled back until it all comes to a beautiful crescendo. And this movie was fantastically directed. The score is beautiful, and Joaquin Phoenix steals the show. He is in literally every single frame of this film. I gotta give it a 4.8 stars. This was absolutely my favorite movie of the year so far. Geeks, geekettes, make sure you go see Joker because this film is super geek certified.